In this episode, we're going to talk about bartending licenses. Now, this is a very touchy subject, especially if you live in a state like Wisconsin, where they have a requirement for their bartending license before you can get a job. Now, you need to understand that even if you live in Wisconsin or Nevada or any of the states that require a certain type of certification before you get a job, there is no nationwide overarching bartending license. Those are responsible serving certifications, meaning anybody, not just a bartender, servers, cocktail waitresses, waiters, anybody who serves a drink to a customer is required to have that certification before they can have that job. Does that mean that's a bartending license? Well, if it's a cocktail waitress that has that same certification and they're not making drinks, then that's not a bartending license, right? It's a certification saying to the establishment owners that you understand how to check an ID, what is a proper form of ID, how to cut somebody off or not serve someone who's underage, designed to make sure that you are a competent server to the public. They don't go into how to pour alcohol. These certifications don't teach you how to make cocktail recipes. They don't go into what different types of alcohols are and the different distinctions. It's a responsible serving certification. I have people send me pictures that say, look, it says bartending license on it from the state. This is just an easy thing to call it because it's something that people understand. But if you're not learning how to make drinks, if you're not learning about the different alcohols, if you're not learning cocktail recipes, how can that be a bartending license? It's a certification that is required to be a bartender, but is not a bartending license. So understand that distinction. And I don't have anything against either way a bartending license. My problem generally is that this confusion that people have, that they have to have some sort of license before they can become a bartender, which is then capitalized on by bartending schools. Because like I talked about in the bartending school video, they prey on the fact that you're misinformed and think that you need a license or think that you need to go to a school. And so that's one of the ways they're able to charge what they charge for their classes. And one of the most common questions, like when I'm talking with somebody and they ask me like, what do you do for work? And I say I'm a bartender, or if somebody comes up specifically asking me because they know that they want to be a bartender and they say like, well, I want to be a bartender, how do I get a bartending license? And then when I say there is no such thing, it's like, well, don't you need a license to be a bartender? And I tell them no, they're confused. So this myth has been perpetuated by bartending schools to sell their coursework. They know that you are misinformed and that you think that you need a bartending license to actually get a job as a bartender. And this gets all mixed up and convoluted, and that's where the confusion is. Yes, your Wisconsin bartending license is real, but it is just about responsible serving. If you're in a state that has a requirement for servers, then you do need to get that before you can have a job. If you're not sure about the requirements for your state, just go onto the Google Monster and search your state liquor serving requirements. And when the results come up, don't go to a blog like mine or any other private blog. Go to your state governed website, the GOV of your state website. Usually they'll have a specific Department of Employment that handles all this stuff, and get the facts straight from your state. I don't want to offend anybody. I don't mean to make anyone upset. The bartending license thing is just really a peeve of mine because it's misunderstood. If you have a requirement for your state to be a server of alcohol, then get that certification. But just know that it's not a bartending license in the sense that that will mean that you can go bartend anywhere, or that you are a competent bartender yourself, or that it's a comprehensive bartender training. Okay, I think that's it. If you are a Wisconsin or Nevada or any of the other states that have certain requirements for this, and you're a working bartender and you have insight about your state, then please feel free to share in the comments below or on the blog. If you have any questions, leave them as well, and I'll do my best to answer them. And that'll do it for this episode. I'm Jason. This has been making you a bartending pro. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next episode. Take care. For more, check out these playlists. And subscribe to get new videos.